Okay, the battery symbol on my camera tells me I'm in trouble here, so we're going to try to blow this off as... That didn't come out right. This is Laphroaig Islay single malt Scotch whiskey. I know the pronunciation seems weird, but it's Gaelic, so you have to sort of bear with me here. Thanks to Jack for the proper pronunciation. This is their quarter cask. It's not as old as their 10-year-old. It's about 8 years old, but it's double cask matured. And now quarter cask refers to the old style cask they used to use about 200 years ago. They held about 40 liters of whiskey. Of course, that was not economically quite viable. So they upped to like 200 to 250 liter casks. But the thing about the quarter cask is that when you matured your whiskey in that cask, you got the wood and the peatiness, the smokiness. It came a lot quicker. It matured a lot quicker because you had more surface area contact between the actual wood of the cask and the whiskey itself, okay? And so this sits at 48%. This is sort of like a specialty experiment, I guess, from Laphroaig. And I'm pretty anxious to try some of their other whiskeys now that I've tried this one. This was about $72 at the NSLC. Well worth the money, I can tell you already. As you can see, I've had a bit of it. This is for people who like big peaty monsters of whiskey. Not for the lighthearted, I guess. Not for those people who like the smoother, really super sweet whiskeys. So we're gonna get into this little single malt monster right here, and we're gonna see how it goes. Okay, this by the way is considered by a lot of people to be like a real world-class whiskey, and it's a lot cheaper than some of your other world-class whiskeys that you can buy out there. Like I was eyeing a thing of Highland Park 18, I believe it was 15 or 18, and it was like $122 compared to this, which is $72 and much more peaty. Great deal. So we're going to do the review now, and we'll see how it goes. We're back with Laphroaig. So you see it's corked. Alright, that's about enough right there. Nice golden color. I wouldn't quite say... that's actually pretty much a perfect amber, really. It's sort of a golden amber, not a dark amber. Nice legs on the glass. Pretty good viscosity, which you'd probably expect from a good Scotch. So we'll go right to the aroma now. Right up front, it's the peat. It just smacks you right in the nose. There's definitely that the oak barrel and the peat. It's mixed together. Really nice. There's a hint of sweetness in there. There's no off notes in the aroma at all. It's just so smooth and nice. But at the same time, you take a deep inhale of this. Stings the nose like a motherfucker. Stings the nose, stings the eyeballs. Oh, it smells so good. If you like peat, if you like peaty whiskeys, that aroma is going to be close to heaven for you. Hey dog, what are you doing down there? Dog's down there. Oh, really nice. Oh, just real good peaty, woody goodness, really strong note. It really wallops here. And it's complex too. It's sort of like, you smell it and first you're like, okay, wood, peat, and it's like, that smells like different wood. That smells like a different level of peatiness, and it keeps sort of like changing back and forth. It's really nice. Okay, so we'll go right to the taste now. No, the best thing to mention about this right off the bat, apart from the peatiness, is it is a hell of a smooth whiskey. It is so smooth. No bite at all going down. There's a little bit of warmth, but it doesn't have any harshness like you would expect in a lower quality whiskey. Nothing like, this ain't your rot gut, let's put it that way, okay? It's just such an easy drink right down. Like, people think of whiskey and they think, oh, I'm going to get my gag reflex up, I'm going to go, oh. But not with this one, man. It's great. Sweetness starts out, this sort of mild sweetness, sort of charred sweetness, and then the peatiness immediately kicks in, pushes the sweetness to the sides of your mouth, and there's just this big booming peaty wood, and it just coats the entire mouth. And like the sweet, like, I don't like sweetness in whiskeys personally. Like, I prefer intense peatiness, intense smokiness. But the sweetness here complements the peatiness, it complements the smokiness. It mixes, it does not go cloying, it does not dominate. It's the peat notes here that dominate. And the finish is, it's quite remarkable actually. First glass I had of this, it was like minutes afterwards and I could still taste the peat all over. Like, it was still there. It was still there in my mouth. It's amazing. It finishes clean. Like, there's no off notes, no off flavors. Nothing turns on you. But at the same time, the flavor stays there. It stays there. It doesn't disappear. It's like it finishes clean, but it still stays with you. And that's really great. I've never tasted a whiskey this good so far. And I know I've only had a handful of whiskeys, but so far this is the king. This is the top of the mountain. Like I said, at 48%. You got a bit higher alcohol content here. The quarter cask, it definitely makes a difference. You definitely get a lot more wood, a lot more peat. Man, I could go on and on just kissing this thing's ass forever. But let's try to cut it a bit shorter here. The Laphroaig Quarter Cask is an amazing whiskey. It's a top-of-the-line whiskey. You have to try it. You have to try it. If you love peaty, woody, smoky whiskeys, you're doing yourself a disservice if you haven't tried this yet. It's an amazing whiskey. So far, it's my number one. From what I understand, this may be dethroned by Laphroaig, and I'm going to pick up a bottle of that soon. But until then, this is the winner, hands down, okay? So highest recommendation for Laphroaig Quarter Cask. It's an amazing whiskey. It's really damn good, really smooth, really enjoyable. What more can you ask for in a whiskey?